I'm spawning in the bottom. In the orange, the next player for Redbloods Academy is FightingFrog.
He's actually the captain of the academy team, so...
Oh yeah, nice. And his opponent, spawning at the top right, in the red, the Zerg, taking down one player. For Kingz, it is Flubzie. Giving Kingz a lead right now. They're 2-1 right now, so we'll see if FightingFrog can actually make a comeback happen, maybe even get a semi-all kill. Take 3 players down. I mean, he's pretty good. Rank 1, Master League.
He is
capable.
He's a quite strong player, yes. He is quite strong.
So we'll see. I mean,
but then again, your guys are quite strong too, so...
Yes, we do have some players as well that could take down FightingFrog, but he is looking like a very formidable opponent right now for Kingz. But we'll see what kind of opening he goes for right now. I would be surprised if... Okay, there we go. 14 pool gonna be coming out from Flubzie right here. She's gonna go for the 14-14. Like I said, there were never gonna be standard openings on this map. They would just not happen. And looks like there we go, gas going down by FightingFrog. He's not doing anything too out of the ordinary though. I mean, usually as the Protoss player, you're not gonna be doing too much here. And yeah, he's even gonna check both of the gold bases first because yeah, you have to on this map. There's always gonna be some sort of shenanigans going on. And right now, when he goes into the main, he'll find out exactly what Flubzie has chosen, which is the speedling opening, the quick speed. Expand 14-14, whatever you call it.
Well, she wants to be prepared for any kind of shenanigans that FightingFrog is possibly going to throw at her. So, Cannon Rushes won't have a chance. He will not have a chance with any kind of
gateway to gate, something like that.
Pressure or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
So she wants to play it safe, and
this kind of opening
she does well doing that.
Good. Versus any sort of shenanigans a Protoss player can throw out to you early, and any sort of gateway aggression as well. Like it just negates it almost completely. So right now, FightingFrog, he's gonna take his natural, but he doesn't even have pylon down on the natural ramp. So it's gonna be so hard to defend this. I'm actually surprised that he's actually gonna try and take this. Really, because this is gonna take a lot of damage. The only thing is he will have that mothership core out, so plus the Zealot, so he will have some defense. Is he gonna go for another Zealot is the question. Probably gonna go after the Nexus is thrown down.
Yeah.
Well, oh wow, she forgot the Overlord. Oh wow, she forgot the Overlord. She's not even... Oh no, that rip. She can't actually be aggressive now. She's only got 6 Zerglings out on the map. That's not enough to do damage, I don't think. Like, she's gonna have to go for a run-by, maybe get into the main and try and get some probe harass done, but with the Zealot and the Mothership Core out, I don't think that's gonna work, honestly.
I mean, there's not even a second Zealot out for FightingFrog just yet, so I'm not sure how much Flubzie can achieve here. These 6 Zerglings, Link Speed is about to kick in though, so 1 Zealot might not be enough for FightingFrog. He's getting a second one, he's probably like, okay, well...
I haven't seen Lynx yet. He can't scout, he doesn't know what's going on, so he has to kind of get that extra defense. Okay, there we go, Zergling speed is finished. Is Flubzie gonna go for the run-by? And looks like she is going to try and attempt it. There we go, she sees the Zealot. The wall-in is not complete, and Flubzie is gonna get the run-by into the main. Is a photon overcharge gonna be forced? She, 6 seconds to the photon overcharge. She's gonna try and get some oh wow, she gets surrounded immediately, and all the Zerglings are gonna die.
Wow.
6 Zerglings kills.
Very nice.
Very nice done, yeah.
He didn't even lose a single worker there. This is really nice play out of FightingFrog here.
I mean, it all came down to that Overlord, I think. She got supply blocked. Why did she, if she didn't get supply blocked and if that was more links, that could have been a lot of damage done. But, that said, right now she is in a pretty horrific spot. Is she gonna try and take that third base, or is she gonna go for an all-in at this point is the question.
I personally think she should drone up and take the third base, which
I mean, she's not that far behind, but yeah, there we go.
She's going to take third. Exactly, she didn't do damage, but she didn't take a lot of damage either.
She didn't really have to do damage with that. Like forcing out 2 Zealots, you've done some damage itself, getting the wall in that early from the Protoss.
Oh, FightingFrog is going for the French PBZ here.
Oh no, the Sentry Stalker. Yep, there's the Forge. There's the Twilight.
The Twilight Council will go up soon as well. He's gonna take a third, so very soon as well. So this is going to be harsh.
Extremely difficult for Flubzie. I think that she's probably gonna have to go for Ling Hydra if she really wants to be able to take care of this effectively, or try and deny the third base with a ton of Zerglings. She's already got Zergling speed. She might as well. She's gonna have to make units anyway to fight these sentries. The way I like to deal with it is to get an early +1 attack Zerglings out on the map, so you can really deny that third base for a very long time. Extremely effective versus this kind of army, but right now it looks like FightingFrog, he is going to get that third up and running very soon. Yep, third is going to go down.
Yeah. I personally like this style. I really like this style. It is somewhat aggressive, but somewhat greedy at the same time.
Yeah, you have that third base. With a Mothership Core to defend, you can recall if you're taking too much damage, and if you need to defend, you have the Photon Overcharge available as well. With Sentry, couple that with Sentries, you can actually take this third base quite greedily, as we're seeing FightingFrog do it.
Yeah, exactly, and this is you kind of need that against a Zerg as a Protoss player, because a Zerg will always want to try to take an early third for himself, or herself in this case. So you kind of need to have
some economic advantage. Yeah, you do need some economy
of the economy, else you will fall too far behind, or you perform some kind of 2-base all-in, and in this attempt to try and kill the third of the Zerg, which will put you even as well. But you also have to kill the drones.
It's actually really nice way to deal with this by Flubzie. She's going to go for Burrow, which is really amazing versus this.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing versus any sort of a Twilight Council deck. And she even scouted that. So she's already confirmed what's going on, and she is going to go for Burrow versus this tech path choice out of FightingFrog. He's probably going to throw down...
You know what? I think she's going for... She might want to go for a Nidus. I mean, FightingFrog sees everything in his base. Oh no, okay, but she had this Overseer in place here, so it just looked like it.
I mean, I guess she's probably going to go for Roach Burrow with Roach movement once the speed finishes. Like, that's probably one of the best ways you can deal with Sentry heavy compositions. Just get Roach Burrow movement, and that really does take care of it quite well. And it looks like he's going to go for that Phoenix Scout, and he's going to see exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
Sees the Roaches. Fourth base is going to be taken back.
Yeah, also sees the road burn wobbling, so he sees that something is producing.
Researching, yeah, but I mean, you don't really know until you see the spikes on the Roaches.
He doesn't have a robotics ability just yet. He's going to put one down very soon, I think, so he can deal with this. But Blink Stalkers are very powerful.
Yeah, they're extremely powerful. And especially on this kind of base, like if you force field the ramp, the Zerg can't really engage in that position. And without creep spread, Flubzie, she's going to be in a lot of trouble. But she does have Burrow, and Blink is not done yet. Okay, there we go. There's the Burrow revealed, and I think he has to back off immediately. If he stays there any longer, he's going to take too much damage. The Sentry takes so much damage. She's revealing the Burrow. She's intimidating him. There we go. There's the recall. And right now the pylon is even cancelled. This is the best thing about this kind of build out of FightingFrog. He can easily recall, and now he knows exactly what's going on in this game. Robotics facility thrown down, +2 attack on the way, and he's got Blink Stalkers. So Flubzie can't really be too aggressive in this kind of map. I mean, it's too hard to hit that third base.
To be honest, at this moment she should be aggressive, because the robotics ability isn't out there.
So
there's no detection. So if she wants to do damage, she has to do it.
Oh no, she does have the Roach movement, so she's probably going to back off. Is she going to go for the rocks is the question at this point. If she gets those rocks and gets into the main, she could do so much damage to the Protoss player right now. And looks like, there we go, an engagement is going to take place. Flubzie, she has a lot of units right now, but Blink Stalkers can be extremely cost effective versus this army with force fields. She needs to back off.
Absolutely true.
Oh, wow.
She does to pass across these force fields. Force fields are absolutely beautiful.
Amazing force fields out of FightingFrog right now. Flubzie, she has to back off. She's losing too much right now. If you look at the resources lost up, look at that. That is absolutely grim right now for the Zerg player. Flubzie, she's gonna need to take down these rocks. She should have done this in the first place. Like, once you get Burr Roaches in your opponent's base.
knows it though. He should be aware of it. He's moving, but his army is still very far away.
Yeah. He does have the mobility with the Blink Stalkers, but he's not going to have force fields with his army right now, so his engagement isn't going to be the best versus Flubzie. Never mind. He's just going to blink to the low ground. He's losing all of his sentries though.
Beautiful force field.
Yeah,
These are absolutely beautiful force fields.
Absolutely amazing.
Also, we have the detection here as well, so the Burrow will not do as much anymore. Blink Stalkers.
Those are
she gets a couple of workers here. Well, one for now. I'm not sure if that is going to be enough here.
It's absolutely not enough. These Blink Stalkers are trading too cost effectively right now. If you look at the resources lost step, it just keeps going more and more in favor.
FightingFrog isn't even producing and Immortal here. He's like, okay, well, you've got roaches, but you know what? I just need stalkers. I don't need
yeah, Blink Stalkers in mass are extremely difficult for Zergler to deal with, especially if he doesn't have Hydralisk out. Right now, it looks like Flubzie tried to do some damage to the third base, didn't do any damage whatsoever versus 5 worker kills. That's all she got from that attack, which is just horrible. +3 attack is going to be on the way as well for the Protoss player, so he's going to be ahead on upgrades versus the only +2 attack right now for Flubzie. So. And the army is moving across the map right now for FightingFrog, so it's looking pretty grim right now for Flubzie. She just doesn't have enough units to deal with this many amount of Blink Stalkers. 32 Blink Stalkers versus 32 roaches. We all know those Blink Stalkers are gonna win that fight.
Well, the number is almost even, so but the upgrades are heavily in favor of FightingFrog. He's starting the armor even. He's like, okay, well, I can do that. Yes, he can.
Yep, there we go, and right now it looks like he's gonna try and take an engagement. Like, with Stalkers like these, unless he's got Fungal, you really aren't gonna lose these Stalkers. They can just blink away. And right now it looks like Flubzie, she's just gonna keep massing up those roaches. That 4th base hasn't been used at all out of Flubzie. She doesn't even have a 5th gas geyser. She's only on 5 gases. She doesn't have a 6th gas geyser. And looks like Immortals are even in production right now. So if once Immortals start, Immortal Sentry Stalker, oh wow. Flubzie looks like, oh no, this is horrible. This is not gonna go.
There's one Immortal here. I don't think.
Oh, poor Flubzie.
I don't think that is going to be enough here for Flubzie, to be honest.
That's just absolutely not gonna be enough. Like, that Immortal is adding in too much damage. The force shields have run out, and she is gonna try and burrow away, but there is an observer. Right now, she's just taking too much damage on these roaches. Without Hydralisk, it is just too difficult to deal with an army composition like this. And she just doesn't have Hydras in sight. There we go. Hydralisk then finally comes down. It's kind of late now, honestly. It's way too late. Like, if FightingFrog moves in right now, Flubzie's so weak. Look at that. 38 roaches versus 37 Stalkers.
Yeah, she's getting the Hydralisk then. I think she should have gotten that Hydralisk then a lot earlier than this. Because
yeah, absolutely.
Against Immortals and Starfight, Hydralisks are pretty strong because they have quite a huge damage output. But now with 2 Immortals, another one in production as well.
These roaches are gonna melt like ice cream.
I cannot see that these roaches are really effective here. I cannot see that. I don't think they are. She should
she should have gone into Link Hydra at some point. I think Link Hydra is probably more cost effective versus an army composition like this because there is no transition for the Protoss player. He can't versus roaches. You can easily go into Immortals versus Hydralisk. You have to go into Colossus. That takes a lot of time. And right now the Hydras are finally out. The Immortals are in the front. They're gonna get targeted down quite quickly. But I don't know how she's gonna deal with all of those Blink Stalkers. That's just too many.
The thing is, the Hydralisks are so few. She has like how many Hydralisks? 4. And we have so many
40 Stalkers! Dear God!
These are like so many Stalkers.
40 Stalkers right there. And yeah, there we go.